Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Conqueror Gun Carriage. It's a tier 10 British SPG located on north spawn of Cliff. It's under the control of a fingernail clipping, and he's got the improved vents, rammer and gun laying drive.
This is just another opportunity to prove my strength.
Game on. Well, it's a 9.2 inch howitzer, which actually works out at 233.7 millimeters. Oh, he's decided he's not going to go there after all. Okay, well, it's capable of doing 1,000 hit points of damage with the standard HE 59mm pen. But you can see here he's actually using the improved HE for 1,350 and 74mm pen. But you have to get it much closer, within 6 meters radius. Okay, that should do. It's a good spot. He's ready to go. Well, the first enemy we see is an Object 430, and he's gone down to the other end of the donuts. Oh, he just got hit by one of our teammates, and I suspect that shell did some damage as well, but we can't see him, so we don't know how much. Now, the reload for this Arty is normally 44.1 seconds, and fingernail clipping's got 35.51. You can see he's looking down the other end of the map, but the problem with the Conqueror Gun Carriage is that it doesn't have the full range of the map. Like the Fifi, it can't fire over the entire range. You have to get closer to the center if you want to get everywhere on the map. Okay, there's the Conqueror, Super Conqueror. Rounds out. Direct hit, good one at that. 365. Now he's reloading the HE version this time, but then obviously if he's going after tanks, he needs to stun them, and then his teammates can get him the stun assist. Looking for Tracer. Any chance that the enemy might be at home? Nobody yet. Okay. He's gone back there again. He obviously wants to get a counter battery. You can see that the rescue is not working all the way. He's actually changed the type of shell. Or is he? No, he has changed the type of shell. So he's gone to the extra HE. Rounds out. Oh my God, he got a blind kill. He's killed the AMX AC-48. Now remember, these shells do have 1,350 alpha, 74mm pen. So he probably went through the roof of that AMX AC with that shot. Fantastic. And he just, it's speculative, but he did guess correctly that there was somebody sitting there waiting to take out some revenge on our guys. And boy, did he get a big hit. And he's done it again! He's now got a blind kill on the enemy Arty, the T92 HMC. And he's out the game. Now, is the other one still there? Because there's two Arty in the enemy team, a GW Tiger P. He's got one more shell. I think he's going to use that on the AMX or one of the other enemies. Oh, he's found another one, a G-Saw. Rounds out.
Man, that was close.
Well, he got 157 hit points off that shot. Now, normally it is a mistake to knock down a tree, unless, of course, you're going to stand well away from it. Use a decoy sometimes. That's one of the bad things about this position on this map, because at the back in these woods here, you are so far at the back, because you have to stay at the back to get the protection of the trees. It's difficult to plant the shells on top of the enemy. If you're going for a max range shot, chances are that it's going to be... Oh, there he is. He's in the bush. No, he's in the bush. He's gone for another look. He's trying to work out where it is. He's in the bush. He needs to get a bit closer. Okay, so he's going to fire here. Rounds out. Well, with that shot, the enemy Arty's going to know that he is firing from the woods. Might return a few shells. Pretty sure that GW is going to be running for his life, because we're 3 up on the enemy and there's only 7 of them left. And we're starting to close in on them. Yeah, and there's the GW. He was a little further back. He gets wiped out by our chieftain before we can get our shot in. But it would have killed him all the same. Back at their cap area, their Ferdinand's just gone down. They're hemorrhaging tanks now. Only got 5 left. And momentarily, some of those are going to die as well. Got an IS-3A. We got a shell on top of him. Still waiting for the reload. In fact, he's decided not to go for the IS-3A. He's waiting for some of these tanks over here that his teammates are going to spot for him. There he is. And it's an Object 752, is it? Yep, it's a 752. Meanwhile, oh, well, that guy's gone. Solid gone. Amarak explosion. Bit of indecision going on here. He could have shot the IS-3A, killed it, and still had time to go after these guys instead. Rounds out. Yes, that's better. 471 from that one. Nice bit of stun as well. He needs to get closer now because the game is almost over. Yeah, that's a good corner to hide in, that one. Very difficult to get a shell to go over the lip of that rock and into the target. But the IS-3A is still there. And in fact, the teammates we had who were up on top of the hill, well, one of them just came down and killed him. But there is, what's that? A griller. Okay. Dialed in and rounds out. Let's see if we can get him. Well, that's bound to have got a part of him. Just the griller left now. And there he is. Now, can we get this kill? Waiting for the reload. No, we don't get it. That's unfortunate. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was a first-class tanker for a fingernail clipping in the Conqueror Gun Carriage. He managed to get a bronze medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 11. And he got a Confederate hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, despite the fact that he actually got 2 kills in this one. He also got a win rate of 3,827, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game because that went to that Griller 15, the one we just saw getting killed. He got 4,320 hit points of damage. Second highest was the Chieftain on our team with 3,948. And third highest was Fingernail Clipping with 3,340. So third place in damage. When it came to kills, though, top scorer was the Chieftain. 4 kills to him, 3 kills to that T-57 Heavy that we saw sitting around our cap area waiting at the start. And he also shared that spot with the Gorilla 15, who also got 3 kills. And we were in joint third because Fingernail Clipping got 2 kills, and so did the XM57. And when it came to base XP, he's in 4th place because the top scorer was the Chieftain, 1017, 937 to the SU130 PM because, of course, he was tier 8 in a tier 10 game. And the Brass, 917. And again, tier 8 in a tier 10 game, you get extra XP for hitting higher tier opponents. Whilst Fingernail Clipping got 860 into the 4th place. He fired only 10 rounds in the game, 4 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrations, and 7 splash. I guess he was using that extra HE, and of course it did have better penetration. That's why he managed to get the shells to go through the target. 3,340 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. If we just check the AMX AC, 1,220 hit points. It penetrated the roof of the vehicle. And that's why it wiped him out completely. The other penetration shot was on the T92 HMC, spotted his tracer, managed to get it in. He didn't spot the tracer on the GW Tiger, but he did get 241 hit points when he landed the shell nearby. I think he was a bit further away than the spot he was actually aiming for. Anyway, going back to the detail report, we can see 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, and there's the Confederate. 467 hit points of damage assist and 601 of stun assist off 5 stuns. He actually earned a profit of 31,068 credits on a premium account. He got 5 bonds for it being tier 10 and 5,160 experience points, including 2,580 for mission completion. So yes, a good game, and he did get, as he said, a full health blind shot kill on an unusual target, an AMX AC-48 of all things, a tank destroyer with a very weak roof. And he put the shell right through the top of him. And he speculated that the guy was sitting there waiting to take on our guys. And all of a sudden he gets smacked out of the game by a Conqueror Gun Carriage, the Death Star of all, or the orbital nuclear cannon. Yes, it's quite surprising when that happens. He just didn't anticipate that we would be using the extra HE and it would have enough pen to get through the roof. So there you are, an interesting game from Fingernail Clipping, but the first of many, because we've actually got quite a few replays from him all at the same time. So we will try to get them all done as quickly as we can. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like, and thank you for watching.